In this video, I want to show you my $61 million mistake. I want to explain why this mistake cost me $61 million. Hopefully, you will not make the same mistake in your business. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Alex Fedotoff, and we operate e-commerce business, like a portfolio of e-commerce stores, some of them drop shipping, some of them brands. And we also operate consulting business for e-commerce entrepreneurs called eCommerce Scaling Secrets, where we have a network of high-level e-commerce entrepreneurs. We're learning from each other. We're networking. We're helping them with their paid acquisition. We're helping them with increasing the profitability of their business, expansion of their businesses, and then eventually leading those businesses to the exit. So why the mistake that I want to talk to you about cost me $61 million? So just give you a little bit of context. I started my first drop shipping business probably 2016, 17. My first store was successful, $4.1 million in revenue, good profit margins, about 25%. And I was able to sell that business for $1 million, a bit more than that. So for me back then, it was a lot of money, life-changing, just a young kid from Ukraine. But moving forward, that was the model that we pretty much continued to do. We continued to run e-commerce businesses, drop shipping model for the most part. We would validate the product, we would test a bunch of products, and then we would just scale them. It would last for a few months, sometimes for 6, 7, 8 months. We'd get the most out of it. And then the product would drop in performance, or there would be some seasonality, for example, in weight loss, fitness niche, and there is a big demand for the product starting beginning of the new year because people making new resolutions, and then after that it drops. And we would just lose focus on that. We would just go after other products that during that time would have more momentum, and we would focus on those. It's going constantly back and forth between businesses, trying to scale them. And so because of that, the revenue numbers would be like this, right? Would be roller coaster. Now we're in the process of pretty much selling our business. That is a good number. It's 8-figure valuation for the businesses that we have built. That might sound good for many people. But at the same time, I have friends. They're running successful businesses. Some of them, 100, 300, $500 million in revenue. One of my friends, for instance, he just sold his business for 77 million or something. The interesting thing about it is that he started that business at a very similar time that we started our project. We have spent the same time, and now we're selling for low 8 figures, and he's selling for higher 8 figures. And for me, that was a moment where I'm wow, what we have done wrong. It's not money is the only motivator when you're growing the business, but it is a big motivator. And when you're spending your time, investing your time into growing something, then you better make sure that that thing actually has potential long term. Obviously, there's different motivations, right? There's when you're just starting out, you don't care what you sell, how you sell. You just want to make money. You just want to protect your family. You just want to have a war chest. You're accumulating your first 100K in capital. You want to have that initial security. There's a hierarchy of needs by Maslow. So it goes in progression as human evolves. I've surpassed these most basic things quite a long time ago. And still, I did not transition from that stage of being constantly look for new opportunity. So if you're a drop shipper, you might have been another product, we have to hit this revenue numbers. Just go after those very short-term numbers, short-term goals. But now looking at the value of the business that we have actually built, it's not that crazy. But what I want to communicate, what I want you to reflect on in your business is what you're actually building. Are you building something that will make you 50K profit or 100K profit that you can buy a Lambo with it? Or you're actually building a real business that 10 years from now, you'll still have that business? What you want to think about is how you can build something more sustainable. Right now, I'm building the foundation for something that will happen 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Building strong brand foundation. One of our brands is Equal. As I'm talking about, I'm just sharing about it. We're actually applying a lot of stuff on the back end, so I'll be sharing with you guys the updates on that. What I'm leading to is think about your business, think about long term. Are you investing into research and development? Diversify your traffic channels. Maybe you have to hire some people, invest in hiring some really good people. Maybe you have to spend money on consulting, being in some communities where you can learn and just accelerate that growth for your business. So then 3 years from now, 10 years from now, you will have a successful business. Not all of us will build $1 billion business. That's not even a goal. For most people, maybe you just want to be happy. Maybe you just want to have a 20K a month like passive income and just like live on a beach or like travel, whatever you want to do, have more freedom, have more time, spend more time with your family, with your kids. Sustainable assets, they're like real estate. You know, people have to live somewhere, right? So 20K, that's 240 G's a year. If you invest, you have to multiply that by 20 or 25. So you will need only 25 multiplied by 200, $5 million approximately in assets. To make $5 million, you only need one exit, one modest exit. Some of our clients, you know, exiting businesses for like 400K, some of them exit businesses for millions. And they're like in their 20s, like 22, 23, 25, you know, young kids. By the way, you can see interviews on my channel. If you just be ready to dedicate like 3, 5, 10 years to that success, it's easy to build a business that you can sell for $5 million. If you are watching this video, you have the capacity to do that, because I know my audience are very smart, very sharp people. But where it fucks you up and where it fucked me up and where I lost like $61 million is where I didn't want to wait like 3, 5, 10 years. I want it to happen fucking today. It's like, how do you build a long-term brand that like three years from now will be around? 5 years from now will be around because you care about customer experience. You have great branding, you have good story, mission of the brand, and that you can sell that brand for a great price. But if you just commit yourself to build a brand that does like $1 million or $2 million in profit, $2 million in profit, you can sell the business between like probably $6 and $10 million. Obviously, you pay taxes, you pay fees to brokers, stuff like that. So let's say you're left with like 6 or 7 clean. Let's say you had like 6 million in like real estate, you can get like 5% kind of like return on that. That's like 200K a year, very passively. And then the real estate market goes up year over year, just historically. So you would just kind of like preserve that wealth for your kids, for your family, whatever you want to do with it. Probably can afford Lambo like lease. I don't know how much that is. It's probably like $3,000. That's it. That's pretty much it. You don't have to be that like sophisticated. I mean, in like 3-5 years, you can definitely build a brand like this. What it takes in the first place is a change in the mindset where you're not going after like quick buck, right? Like you're not just like selling something to sell it and then you abandon the project and then you don't care about user experience and then your page feedback score is bad. And you just have to like flip pages all the time. You have to build these structures for ad accounts. We've done that. That's simply not sustainable long term. And you wouldn't be able to sell the business for as much as you could have if you've been just running like very clean business, no issues, and you just creating something sustainable for long term. 3-5 years, that's just the framework. Question you would ask yourselves, like, will my brand be around like 3-5 years from now? And if not, why? Or if yes, why? So if you start asking yourself these questions, you will probably avoid the mistakes that I have made, and you probably like 3 years or 5 years from now, you'll look into this video and say, thank you for giving me this clarity, because I wish I have watched that video. If someone would have showed me that video 3 years ago, probably the direction for our business, I would have taken a different one, and our business would be more valuable by now. So this is it, guys. This is what I want to share with you. Make some money. If you need to make money, make it, but then know where to stop and where to start thinking more long term. Once you satisfy those basic needs, readjust your thinking, start thinking more long term, reinvest back into the business. Don't buy Lambos unless you get some ROI from that, or just like, I mean, if you're just making so much money that it's just like surplus of that, and that's fine. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you watched until this point, let me know what you think in the comments. It would be awesome to hear your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a good day. Hey guys, people have been asking me how we scale to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook. And we have a very sophisticated solution for this that I want to share with you, but it's just like too valuable to give away for free. So if you guys want this solution, just book a call with one of my team members and we'll show you exactly what it is and how it works, and we'll see if that's a good fit for you and for your business. So just book a call with my team member. We'll share it with you so you can scale your business to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook, without having inconsistency, and with high profitability. So just book a call with my team and I'll see you there.